Patrick Martinez. I'm from Austin, Texas.
How long have you been skating?
I've been skating for just under 30 years.
Why do you skate?
It's just the freedom of expression. It's my favorite thing, and the weightlessness.
And how often do you skate now?
Oh, a few times a week right now. Rehab, going through injuries.
And, like, do you go through constant injuries? Or
Yeah, as I get older, they're more common, but skating actually vert extends my skating. I think the life of my skating. It's not as hard on my body as street skating.
Okay. And since you're talking about vert, what do you prefer, vert, tranny, or street?
Now it's vert. It's easier on my body, and I love the weightlessness. I've always been into it. Even when I was sponsored for street, I would place in vert contests as a kid.
Okay. Do you still try to skate any street or tranny?
I do a little bit. I do bowls and then skate parks mostly.
And who or what got you into skateboarding 30 years ago?
30 years ago, it was one particular friend. His name is Larry Grantham. He's a couple years older than me, and he's the one that got me into skateboarding.
And do you still know this guy?
I still talk to him on the Facebook.
Does he still skate?
He doesn't skate anymore,
Okay.
but we're still good friends.
In the total year of skateboarding, have you ever been sponsored by any companies?
I have. I've had different levels of sponsorship from Airwalk, Going, Vans, Vision, and Circle A skateboards, and a few just board shops.
And what was the feeling like when you first got sponsored?
Oh, it was great. I was younger, so I got a lot of products. My mom, they weren't the best. They weren't the most well off, so getting free stuff was great.
Okay.
It kept me going.
So did you ever make it pro at any time?
No, I had a chance, but I just didn't go. I didn't really like the contest vibe. Is really what it came down to.
And do you mentor any skaters now?
I do. There's quite a few kids. It's just friends of mine that have kids now, and they have their own pads in the lockers right here underneath the ramp, and they come over and skate, and I teach them the basics.
Are there, like, as far as the ones that you're mentoring, is there any of them that you see them potentially being pro?
I see one girl that could do it if, I'm just trying to get her out here a little more.
Okay.
Her name's Alta.
Alta, I'm going to have to remember that name.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any limitations in being a distinguished gent in comparison to younger days?
Any limitations?
Yes.
I guess the most would just be maybe work, because you have to work now as you get older, more responsibilities, and of course the injuries. The body doesn't bounce back quite as quick.
Okay, so because you said you hadn't skated since October?
Yeah, and I'm going through rehab for our rotator cuff surgery that I put off for a few years, and then my right knee needs a complete rebuild.
But yet this still keeps you younger, right?
It does. It keeps you going. I think once you go stagnant in life or sedentary, then you age a lot quicker.
Now let's talk about this place you call church and how the name came up.
I'm not trying to remember exactly how the name came up. We just started Wednesday night skate crew would skate Wednesdays every night, and then once we got this vert ramp done, I figured Sunday would be a good day for everyone to come in, and I just started calling it Vert Church because it was about the time everyone would go to church.
Okay.
I'd come out here and people come and skate.
Nice. So while everybody was sitting at church praying to God, you're over here trying to get up to him.
Yep,
nice.
right.
I like it. I like it.
Battling gravity.
Very awesome. And how long have you had the ramp in your backyard?
It has been about a year and a half.
Year and a half?
Mm-hmm.
And so, just to let you know, me personally, I'm super jealous that you have the ramp because that's my ultimate, dream house, having a ramp in the backyard.
Mine too. I had one when I was a kid, about 15, 16 for a little while, and then I've always wanted it again, and I got the chance to do it.
So does it help you as far as like keeping your skill set up?
Oh, definitely, because it's always back here. Even when I'm injured, I can still pump and keep the exercise, get the feeling under my legs.
Got you. And how often do you have, I guess like you said the Wednesday skate and Sunday, is it something that you do weekly?
Yeah, that's weekly. Every Wednesday and Sunday is open session for people that want to come skate. And then if someone's in from out of town, or they can just hit me up usually, and I'll do different little sessions for people.
About how many people come out here during Wednesday or Sunday?
It varies. Sometimes it's just like 3 or 4 of us, and sometimes it's been over like 20 big sessions.
Okay, cool. What's the most insane trick that you've seen someone do when you're having one of your services?
That's a hard one. I've seen a lot of attempted insane tricks. I don't know. That's a good one. I'm not sure. I've seen some pretty good inverts. That's one of my favorite tricks. So that's what I gravitate to, towards more watching it. Obby Taylor is really good. He's got my favorite ollie to fakie.
Okay.
And that's pretty crazy on this ramp.
How about how high does he get?
Overhead.
Damn.
And he doesn't tweak it like a regular ollie. He keeps it like flat, so his feet float on it. But he comes down every time. It's insane.
And so as far as your favorite trick, which is yours?
My favorite tricks are inverts.
Inverts?
And I've been doing them. I learned them the first month I started skating invert, and it's just something I don't ever lose that much, even if I don't skate for a while.
And what about, are you constantly trying to do new tricks as well?
I have been lately. I landed one here and then bailed, and I landed my first one in Florida at the Florida Vert Series as a frontside invert. I never really tried those till right before my surgery.
So how long have you been working on that frontside?
Before I landed, it's probably about a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, not too bad. It's just
about a year
commitment thing. It's kind of scary.
Now, besides skating, do you have any other hobbies?
Yeah, I do a lot of painting, and I'm an artist, I guess, by nature. So I do a lot of metalwork and carpentry. I do plaster work for my job, finishes, and mural work.
Oh, nice. Like you airbrush?
Yeah, I do airbrush too.
Oh man, I may have to get some photos to put in the article for you.
Okay, yeah, I got some
That's
stuff.
one thing that we do try to showcase as artists as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. I do both of those things. It's
awesome.
Fun. And I also foster dogs. Is my other kind of passion. Cats and dogs.
Lots of family members, I see.
Yep.
Now, I guess now I'm going to ask you a few fun questions. Have you been told you're too old to be skating and that you're not a kid anymore?
I have. I've heard that even as young as like 24 and 5. And I guess that's changing now as the skaters are like me are getting older and we're still skating. So that's kind of changing. But doctors, I've heard it mostly from doctors. And I want to slap them when they do tell me that. But, 'cause I don't sit at home.
Right.
I just tell them that. So.
Well, luckily my doctor's a snowboarder, so he
Oh,
understands.
yeah, he knows. My new knee doctor, he understands. He's an athletic specialist.
Nice. And do you have a favorite skater?
Lance Mountain.
Favorite food?
Favorite food, it would be sticky rice with mango. It's
Never had.
Thai.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie. I like all the Bruce Lee movies. I got them on DVD, and I just always had them. Always watch them.
Nice. So you ever do your little judo airs?
There you go.
Favorite color?
Favorite color. I really don't have a particularly favorite color. It changes if you ask me in another year, but as long as it's bright. I like bright aqua or bright fiery like orange. I like the
board has
contrast.
some bright colors on it.
Yep, that one over there.
Okay. And I guess talk about your normal board setup.
I have a park board that I use for skate parks. It's a little smaller and the trucks are a little looser, but this setup is my vert setup, and I always have one board I use only for vert.
Okay.
It's a program board, independent trucks, and then power flex wheels.
Okay, nice. Now, again, thank you for allowing us to come out here and interview you at your church. Do you have any last words?
Nope, just keep skating and fight gravity.